Hello. So now we have to substitute the incident electric field as well as the reflected electric field in order to bring the corresponding equation for the total electric field in the medium one, and similarly for the magnetic field also. Okay. Now after substituting these parameters, then the total electric field is, as we already have the value of EI because we already obtained this. Okay. So EI equal to EI into this entire equation. Similarly, substitute the value of ER in this equation, then only this is the resulting value. Okay. Now simplify this equation using the concept of the Snell's law. Okay. So what's the Snell's law is that? What is the Snell's law telling that? The angle of incidence. Okay. Snell's law should be taken as the angle of incidence is also equal to the angle of reflection. Okay. The angle of incidence is also equal to the angle of reflection is the concept of the Snell's law. Okay. So and at the same time you should remember one thing, that is reflection coefficient. The value of reflection coefficient can be given as ER by EI. ER by EI means ratio of the reflected electric field to the incident electric field is the formula for the reflection coefficient. If it is the transmission coefficient, then what happens is that ET divided by EI is the transmission coefficient. Okay. So if it is the transmission coefficient like that, so okay, this formula is eta 2 minus eta 1 divided by eta 2 plus eta 1. So this is the basic formula which I have explained in your class. Okay. So where eta 2 is nothing but the intrinsic impedance of the second medium, eta 1 is the intrinsic impedance of the first medium. Okay. Just remember one point. Since the second medium is the conducting medium, okay, if it is the conducting medium means its impedance is said to be 0. That means the value of eta 2 is nothing but the 0 value, since it is the perfect conductor. Since it is the perfect conductor, eta 2 equal to 0. Since medium 1 is the perfect dielectric medium, so you should retain eta 1 as this. Now substituting these values, then what happens is that ER by EI equal to 0 minus eta 1 divided by 0 plus eta 1, that is minus eta 1 divided by eta 1. So these two gets cancelled off. Then what is the resulting equation is ER by EI equal to minus 1. Okay. This shows the reflecting electric field equal to minus times that of the incident electric field. Okay. This is very important notation. But this notation is applicable when the second medium is nothing but the conducting medium, and at the same time this equation is not considered if the second medium is the dielectric medium. Okay. Since we are considering the conducting medium, hence this equation is said to be applicable. Okay. So now substituting the value of theta I equal to theta R as well as ER equal to EI in the previous equation. Okay. So now the total electric field E1 equal to EI into e to the power of minus j beta 1 into x sin theta I plus z cos theta I into direction is AY cap. Since ER is nothing but the minus EI, so this value becomes minus EI into e to the power of minus j beta 1 into x sin theta R means theta I minus z cos theta R means theta I into direction is AY cap. Okay. So now simplify this equation in order to get the total electric field. So okay, E1 equal to, so this is EI into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into e to the power of minus j beta 1 z cos theta I into direction is AY cap. This value is minus EI into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into e to the power of j beta 1z cos theta I into direction is AY cap. Okay. So from this entire equation we can able to take EI into this value, e power of minus j beta 1. These two terms gets taken common out of this equation, that is EI into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I is taken common out of this entire equation, then the resulting equation becomes e to the power of minus j beta 1z cos theta I, okay, cos theta I minus e to the power of j beta 1 z cos theta I, okay, unit vector is a y cap, okay. So this is the corresponding representation. Thereafter e1 equal to, take minus common out of these entire equations, okay. So if you are going to taking the minus value common out of these entire equation, then what happens is that minus ei into e power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into e to the power of j beta 1z cos theta I minus e to the power of minus j beta 1z cos theta I, okay. So in order to avoid the confusion, let beta 1z cos theta I equal to p, okay. Now this equation becomes e1 equal to minus gi into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into e to the power of gp minus e to the power of minus gp, like that. So this is the basic, so this is the final representation. Let us assume divided by 2 and multiplied by 2 on both sides, okay. So sorry, not by 2, 2j, okay, 2j on both sides. Then this equation, this entire representation indicates for the sin p, okay. So the sin p can be taken as like that, okay. So if it is cos p means, then minus should be replaced by plus, and there is no j value, okay. So now this simplification becomes e1 equal to minus 2j ei into e power of minus j beta 1 x into sin theta I into this value is, sorry, sin p into direction is a y cap, okay. Okay, now simplifying this, the total electric field E1 equal to minus 2j ei into sin, substitute the value of p, since we have assumed the value of p as this value, so p is beta 1z into cos theta I into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into direction is a y cap, okay. So this is the corresponding final equation for the total electric field for the medium 1, okay. So now similarly we have to bring the corresponding mathematical equation for the H1 also, okay. So as we have the total magnetic field equal to Hi plus Hr, okay. Similarly this total magnetic field Hi equal to, as we already have the value of Hi, so Ei by eta 1 into minus cos theta I into Ax cap plus sin theta I into Az cap into e to the power of minus j beta 1 into x sin theta I plus z cos theta I, okay. So this is the representation. Similarly Hr is given by Er by eta 1 into cos theta r into Ax cap plus sin theta r into Az cap into e to the power of minus j beta 1 into x sin theta r minus z cos theta r, okay. So this is the representation for E1. So now substitute the values, Snell's law, okay. Theta I equal to theta r, so this is from the concept of the Snell's law, okay. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, okay. And at the same time Er equal to minus Ei. So how we are getting this equation is already just explained before to you, okay. So substitute these parameters in this equation, then the total magnetic field becomes Ei by eta 1 into minus cos theta I into ax cap plus sin theta I into az cap. Now simplify this equation. Okay, e to the power of minus j beta 1 x into sin theta I into e to the power of minus j beta 1 z cos theta I. Okay, so here the value of er is minus ei, so this can be taken as minus ei by eta 1 into this value becomes cos theta r into ax cap plus sin theta r into az cap. Now expand this equation. That equation becomes e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta r into e to the power of j beta 1z cos theta r. Since the page is not sufficient here, I am writing the remaining equation here. Okay, so in order to avoid this entire confusion, let us assume the value of beta 1 z cos theta I. Okay, let us assume beta 1 z cos theta I equal to p, as well as take the common terms out of this entire equation. Okay, take the common term out of this entire equation, and at the same time assume the value of beta 1 z equal to beta 1 z cos theta I equal to p. Okay, so let beta 1 z cos theta I equal to p in order to avoid the confusion, because it is said to be, because this equation is said to be very longer like that. Okay, so the total magnetic field Hi equal to ei by eta 1 into minus cos theta I into ax cap. So here ei by eta 1 as well as ei by eta 1, and at the same time e power of minus j beta 1 x sin theta, e power of minus j beta 1 x sin theta, all these terms are said to be common. Okay, so I am taking out all these terms common out of this equation. Okay, then what happens is that the total magnetic field equal to ei by eta 1 into common term is e to the power of minus j beta 1 x sin theta I is the common term. Okay, so like that. So what is the corresponding equation? The remaining equation we can have minus cos theta I into ax cap plus sin theta I into az cap into, since this is assumed to be p, so that value becomes e to the power of minus jp. Okay, so don't confuse here. Okay, just to think a lot. So similarly, since here I by eta 1 into this value as taken out, so the remaining equation becomes cos theta r into ax plus sin theta r into az cap into, here it value, the remaining value becomes e to the power of gp. Okay, just by assuming this value equal to p and taking the common terms out of this equation, then the entire equation reduces to like this. Okay, now simplify this equation. So the total magnetic field equal to ei by eta 1 into e to the power of minus j beta 1 x sin theta I into, simplifying this equation becomes minus cos theta I e to the power of minus gp into ax cap, similarly plus sin theta I into e to the power of minus gp into az cap, similarly minus cos theta r into e to the power of gp into ax cap, next minus sin theta, since we are assumed the value of theta r equal to theta I, so this value will be theta I, this is also theta I. Okay, so here this is theta I, so this is theta I, sin theta I into az cap into e to the power of gp. Okay, so the total magnetic field H1 equal to ei by eta 1 into e to the power of minus j beta 1 x sin theta I into, okay, so here cos theta I my ax as well as cos theta I into x, take this common. Okay, so minus cos theta I into ax cap common, so the remaining equation becomes e to the power of minus gp, what is that, e to the power of gp, right? So similarly here let us take minus sin theta I into az common. Okay, minus sin theta I az cap common means, then what is the expression here, e to the power of gp. What is the expression here? Minus e to the power of minus gp. Okay, minus gp is the remaining expression. Okay, so now here let us divide it by 2 on both sides. Let us divide it by 2 and multiply it by 2 here. Similarly, let us divide it by 2j and multiply it by 2j here. Then what happens? The total magnetic field equal to ei by eta 1 into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into, okay, since we are multiplied by 2 as well as divided by 2, then what happens? Minus 2 cos theta I into ax cap into e to the power of gp plus e power of minus gp divided by 2. So here this value becomes minus, okay, 2j into sin theta I into e to the power of gp minus e power of minus gp divided by 2j into az cap. Okay, so this representation is called as the cos p. Now this representation is called as the sin p. Now substitute these terms here. Okay, the total magnetic field H1 equal to ei by eta 1 into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into minus 2 cos theta I, again cos p into ax cap minus 2j sin theta I into sin p into az cap. Okay, so here let us take minus common out of these equations. Then the total magnetic field equal to minus 2 ei by eta 1 into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into, okay, so what should be the remaining expression which it will be? Okay, so cos theta I into cos p into ax cap plus j into sin theta I into sin p into expression is az cap. Okay, so now simplify this entire equation. We can have the value of, substitute the value of p. We already assumed the value of p equal to beta 1 z. Now substitute here. Therefore the total magnetic field equal to 2e1 by eta 2ei by eta 1 into e to the power of minus j beta 1x sin theta I into cos theta I into p means beta 1 z cos theta I into ax cap plus j sin theta I into sin of beta 1 z cos theta I into az cap. Okay, so this is the entire mathematical representation for the total magnetic field for the medium 1. That's it. Thank you.